Hi everyone, it's your Realtor Neil Weichel with RE/MAX, and it's the end of summer, the end of July as we go into August, kids going back to school. And I'd like to address today the topic that I'm probably being asked about the most right now, which is, Neil, is the market changing? Is it shifting? And is it becoming a little bit more balanced? The answer to all those questions is yes, it is. Not in a negative way for either buyers or sellers, and I'll explain what I mean. Yesterday I saw a headline that kind of summed things up. It said, is this the return of a normal market? And what I think the writer was trying to get to is this more of a balanced market. Maybe even we might even see prices go down. I don't see prices going down, but by normal market, we still have a very strong seller's market. It's just a little bit less frenzied and frankly a little easier for both buyers and sellers to navigate. And I'll explain what I mean. First of all, what happened? March, April, and May were easily the craziest 3 months I've ever seen in selling real estate. And I've sold real estate for a long time and I've sold a lot of homes. I've never, ever seen that. Multiple offers, people scrambling to get into property, overbidding. I listed a home in Valencia for $850,000. The 12 offers later was $1,050,000. Never before seen behind Granary Square like that. That's not normal, okay? And I don't believe that that would occur today if that home were to come back on the market. Now, that is over. That kind of 12, 15, 20 offers with a few exceptions is no longer happening the way it did. And there's some reasons for that. These things don't last forever, of course, and in fact, the prices went up to a point where it was just unsustainable for that to continue. So that's what happened. Now in the summer, we started to see this shift, less showings, less offers, less buyers out there. And what it meant to a seller is you might only get 1 or 2 offers, and you might have to work with those 1 or 2 offers because there might not be 3, 4, or 5 waiting behind it. Again, a little bit more of a normal market. Now, as we come into the last 5 months of the year, what might happen? A few things, I think. The first thing is for sellers. Your home may not sell in 2 or 3 days. Last week, I went out and I made an offer for a client on a property in Stevenson Ranch. It was a new listing, and the property ended up having multiple offers because it was a Stevenson Ranch pool home, and there hasn't been enough of those to satisfy the demand that still exists in the marketplace. The next day I went out to Westridge and saw a property with a client. They had just reduced the price $65,000. I promise you, in April or May, that seller in Westridge didn't have to reduce their price $65,000 to get their home sold. Seller in Stevenson Ranch still thinks it's April and May. Seller in Westridge is wondering what happened, okay? That's what's happening out there, a little bit of confusion. If you have a home that fits a need, like a nice 3 or 4 bedroom home in the middle of Valencia in the $700,000 range, you're going to have plenty of people coming and take a look because there's still pools of buyers out there for what you have. But if you're like the home I just sold in Castaic up on Green Hill, we had 1 offer, not 6 or 7 like we might have 3 or 4 months ago. Understanding that, understanding where the market is strong and maybe where it's tapered off a little bit is absolutely critical and important for the agents to understand as well. Moving into the end of the year, sellers, be prepared for the fact your home may not sell in 2 or 3 days, might not even sell in 2 or 3 weeks, and you may have to even do a few things to stage it and prepare it. That's a normal market. Buyers, you may not have to make an offer on the very first property you see, or you may have to. You may have to make an offer that goes up in price, you may not have to. That's more of a normal market, and as we get into the end part of the year, it's going to be much better for buyers because interest rates have come back down again and inventory is very slowly coming up. Agents, we're going to have to work harder and smarter to get some of these listings sold, and that's on us to take care of. So, is this a return of a normal market? It does feel like it. Thank you.